Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to recap the Thursday night football game, the best Thursday night football game of this pretty young season for the most part. I mean, we're nearing the midway point now, but it's still young, and we're going to get 8 CBS Thursday night games, all of which, except for one, have been blowouts. Last week was a close game. This was a close game. And this was the best Thursday night game and one of the best games this season, as we saw the New York Jets go to New England. And in my predictions video, I picked New England to win this game by a score of 26-20. I thought that the Jets would compete. Why? Because they needed to. Because Rex Ryan needed to keep his job. And for Geno Smith, he needs to keep his job as well. They're not a bad team. They've had a tough schedule. They faced the Chargers. They faced the Broncos. They faced the Patriots. Not an easy. They faced the Bears. They faced the Lions. These are all winning teams. So very difficult schedule. And as a result, they don't have a winning record. But now they're going to go to an easier part of their schedule. They're still rolling with Geno Smith. And he played well today. He had over 200 yards, had a touchdown, ran the ball quite well, I might add, but end of the day, did not lead his team down the field at the end of the game. Poor decision making. I mean, the first two throws were check down Charlies, and you can't do that when you have a minute left in the game. You have 50 yards to go. And you can't do it when you have no timeouts. You can't do it. You wasted 30 seconds of the clock doing 2 checkdowns for a total of 18 yards. What a waste. Okay, and that's just either play calling or decision making on the part of Geno Smith that I look back and I say, hey, those are at least maybe 3, 4, 5 plays that they could have got, but they lost 30 seconds because of 2 checkdowns to start the last drive of the game. That's absolutely preposterous and blasphemous to me. You have to get a closer field goal than 58 yards. They were unable to do that. End result, Patriots win 27-25. Now the Patriots, who were looked down upon, people discussing the fact that, hey, Patriots aren't as good as we thought they were, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. They're 5-2, on pace for 11-5 or 12-4. There is no issues with the New England Patriots, and next week they're going to win again. So let's just stop with that. Hopefully that discussion has now ended. And any of you fools that said such a statement can now look back and say, wow, what an idiot I was. The Patriots are the same old New England Patriots they've been for the past 4 years, and nothing's changed as far as that is concerned. Tom Brady came out today and played great. The completion percentage was a little bit low, but point is this, he got 3 touchdowns. He led his team to the victory. Despite not having Stephen Ridley out there, he still played well. Moved the pocket, moved himself around, fought some pressure. The Jets did bring the heat, but Tom Brady still 3 touchdowns, over 200 yards passing, a very good performance for him. Chris Ivory really surprised me today. He really ran the ball tough and well today, had a touchdown, over 100 yards. Good to see that from Chris Ivory. Chris Johnson's career has dwindled down to that of a backup running back who comes in every now and then and does absolutely nothing, so that's nice to see. Jets are now moving on, Patriots now moving on. I think both of these teams will see success in the future. Jets, I still project them being at 6-10, 7-9. I mean, I don't think that they're that bad of a football team. And they've yet to face the Miami Dolphins. They've yet to face the Buffalo Bills. They're going to split with both of those teams as far as I'm concerned. So there's a couple wins on the horizon there. I believe they face the Cleveland Browns as well. Actually, I'm not quite sure in hell. I mean, we're sitting here. We might as well just pull it up. Oh, well then, yeah, let's just pull it up right now. Let's see where the Jets go from here, as well as the Patriots, because I'm actually interested to see on how these teams will do for the rest of the season. Jets right now 1-5, and that's nowhere near the record that they wanted at this juncture. I wouldn't go to Michael Vick. Geno Smith proved to me today that he can compete at this level. All right, here we go. Jets hosting Buffalo next game. I see that being a win. Then they go to Kansas City. That will be tough, but it could definitely be a win. You host Pittsburgh after that. Good. You have a bye week. You go to Buffalo. I see them losing that. You're hosting Miami. See them winning that. Going to Minnesota. I see them winning that. I'm going to Tennessee, see them winning that, but I think they're going to lose one of those. They're going to probably choke on one of those, either at Minnesota or at Tennessee, but they could win them both for all I'm concerned. And then they host New England. You see how close they were to New England, at New England, hosting New England. They could upset New England. And then they go to Miami, so very favorable schedule here for the Jets, so not bad coming up from the New York Jets. The Patriots will be interesting as they host Chicago next week, followed by hosting Denver. Both are home games. I think they're going to split this. I think they're going to lose to one of these teams. Not quite sure. If I had to guess, it'd be the Broncos, but not quite sure. If they win both of these, then Jesus. I mean, they're going places. But then it gets tough after the bye week. They're going to Indianapolis. They're hosting Detroit. They're going to Green Bay. They're going to San Diego. They're hosting Miami. Going to New York. Hosting Buffalo. So I still see them losing 2 games. Probably at Green Bay. At Indianapolis, maybe 3, and then hosting Denver. I think those would be the 3 games that they lose. So, with that said, James Carter TV, what were your thoughts on this game? What are you thinking about the future for both of these teams? And all of that good stuff, write it down in the comments. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.